Yes. Cough, 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 drink water, cough, cough. So we are on planet. Happy Silex Saturday. All right. We are continuing our quest to find the missing pieces of Dribbles the Clown, aka the hardest quest in the game so far. Da, 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 da. TRK, this is a little alarming. You know, I wish you stopped at the first emote combo here. That actually would have been pretty productive. Touching grass? But now, I mean, what's going on? You know, I was going to help you team build today on stream, but I don't know, TRK. This is alarming. Oh, okay. Okay. You know what, TRK? I think you saved yourself. You know what, TRK? I'll give it to you. Hold on. Let me tell the parole officers they're okay. Take the day off. Hold on. Okay, TRK, I'll help you team build. So whenever you can, send me your roster, Ian's roster, and any replays. And then what I'll do is I'll put them side by side on another monitor. And as I play Baldur's Gate 3, I'll just keep looking. And then we will, hopefully you'll have the team builder open, because we're gonna, you know, I got about 3.5 hours. So we will, I mean, I think we'll make a team before that is done, for sure. Let's get started though. Shaq Fu Profits. Sadly, Shaq Fu wasn't that good of a game. But I'd be down for Shaq to reference that in the near future. I think there was a Kickstarter to remake it, or like make a sequel, which was interesting. I actually think in the right hand, Shaq Fu could be a cool game. But this was before Shaq was in so many different advertisements. So maybe it was foreshadowing. Gosh, what's it called? Ramen Noodles told me it's called like the Shaq Wave, where quote Shaq is in so many things. I mean, he was. We saw DJ Diesel at the Kansas City Royals game, but he's on like the General Insurance. He's with Office Depot, Papa John's. I mean, you know, to be fair, like he's a current sponsor for Icy Hot. I will say this: all those products are like good. Like, I've yet to see Shaq partnered with a bad brand, like a bad product. Oh, he already sent the team. Dang. Yeah, I mean, this stream, we are continuing to look for Dribbles the Clown. Shaq Food 2. Wait, there you go. So, last stream, I took a look at Dribble's hand, right? And it has a ring on it with an insignia of a gold hexagon with a blue X. So I think the game is wanting you to look for something like that. But that's really your only lead. And this is a hard quest. It's not bad. I don't hate it. This is the hardest quest in the game, though. Like, harder than any boss fight, because the circus leader is locked into one bit of dialogue right now, so there's no hints there. All the other circus members have ran out of dialogue. So it really is, it's not aimless, but because I've searched all the circus, like last time, yesterday, I went Panther mode with Jahira, and even went through like the sealed, or went through the treasure chest that was considered like the circus people would not like you much if you did it. But I went through the treasure chests that weren't hers, still no evidence. Unless it's that clown hat that isn't Dribbles, but I don't think it's that mistake. And that's the funny part. It's this weird catch-22 that circus wants you to help them. But if those other clown clothes were evidence to proceed in the game, then they would get mad at you. You know whose ring it is? Oh yeah, TRK. Go ahead. Yeah. Is it a certain community member who wants to return but isn't back? Just have I never been? Oh, this is upstairs. Why don't you sit down?
Here we go. Hank House. Keep out.
So you... Okay, you figured it out. See, here's the thing. I know that I could just go on Baldur's Gate Wiki and find out pretty fast. I bet that Dribbles the Clown's wiki page will tell you ASAP. The hard part is knowing the general range. I mean, where to look. Like I said, I have looked in the southernmost area, I think almost everywhere, aside from this guy's house. Hold on. Let's go back. The game tells you search the circus, but I've searched all of the circus. So, well, the game kind of, in the quest, the game says search the circus. but I feel like it's a bit around the circus. And then I just did the quest with the sleazy guy that owns the big house here, and you find out that he's been rigging toys with bombs. So that was brand new. This guy's house, but there's nothing in this guy's house that leads to the
Path lies before me.
and he's already gone. So I guess the big fork in the road is, again, these treasure chests here have more clown clothes that aren't his. But if I take it, it'll be considered stealing, and then I might start a fight. So I don't think the game wants you to do that. So it's been, man, I think I've spent more hours in the circus than like the whole Moonrise Towers area. Definitely a big Scooby-Doo hunt. Okay, let me load up these teams TRK chests while I do this. Okay, yeah, and if you have any replays, I will look at those too. I think if you have any replays or Poke Pace, yeah, I'll for sure look at those, because I think those are important. Because you get to see the habits and tendencies of your opponent. Okay, and then do this. Any PowerPoint tricks? Microsoft PowerPoint tricks? I'll tell you this. If you do too many transitions, it definitely looks super forced. You tend to it looks like you're trying way too hard to look cool, but really the cool part needs to be your actual presentation. I just remember in high school some people went a little overdoing it with transitions, like, ooh, look at this swirl, look at this fade in, fade out constantly with like the pixel effects and stuff. So definitely try to avoid that habit. You can have some transitions, but just be consistent. Like, you can do a swipe left every time, maybe a swipe left, swipe right, but some people were just like, ooh, look at all these effects I could do, and I think it just kind of hurt their presentation a little bit. Okay, I have it open. Here we go. Okay, we're ready to go. Oh, so he has 16 KOs with Chi Yu. He's definitely going to be bringing Chi. Rillaboom. Weasler.
Something's on my mind.
Excited to work on the handsome dragonborn. Trito! Trito! Yes! I has lots of stuffs. Just for you.
Yeah, I know a lot of his stuff is stolen. Yeah, I don't want to support that. So I wonder if Dribbles the Clown's murder is self-contained.
Bye-bye now. Come back to Papa soon.
I wonder if it's contained within the circus. That's kind of my big thing, is like... So, the sleazy house owner on the right, his quest was like further elaborated by getting to actual Baldur's Gate, and then you find out about the fireworks that is also sleazy. So that tells me the game does kind of expect you to travel back like this once you go to Baldur's Gate and like the Worm's Crossing. So, you know, that tells me that, you know, the game could have a few things ahead of this place that might mention this murder, but I haven't found it yet. So this is the crossroads of, like, I'm not trying to over-exaggerate. I think I have checked everywhere now. I've checked the house basement, I've checked down here, I found the cave. With the blacksmith. I think is there anything I haven't checked? I mean, I went inside the Flaming Fist charity place. I've checked all around the church. Yesterday, I went through all the drawers just to make sure the murderer wasn't there. I know there was a murderer here. I mean, I guess the church quest is further elaborated when you get to actual Baldur's Gate 2. So it does tell me that perhaps maybe this quest doesn't get finished till you go to Baldur's Gate, but man, I'm trying to think of anyone in that city that would have something to do with the murder. Because if you look at, again, the ring, it does say there's like a grin. So it says, a severed hand with a ring on a finger. The ring was smelted with a grinning face on the hand. So you see the symbol. I have not found the symbol in the game yet. A grinning face on the band. So after that, I checked a bunch of blacksmith areas, didn't find anything.
Let's see what this does.
Anyway, okay, so Dire Claw, let's see where it's probably going to be. 1 second. So, yeah, Heatran seems pretty good here.
Papa sells good things!
With Flame Body, Sneasler can click Coast Combat on a prediction, but Flame Body is still really good. So you could probably do max. Right now I'm thinking max defense, HP Heatran. This is probably gonna be like a. This. Oh yeah, he's running Tinkaton and Deoxys, so Lava Plume looks really strong here. Flame Body, Lava Plume. He'll probably switch to Chi-Yu or Tentacruel. I think Heatran learns, if not Earth Power, then Earthquake. So you could do a minus speed nature. Lava Plume, Earthquake. Leftovers. Stealth Rock. Got Eon. Definitely would do Lava Plume. A ground move, either Earth Power or Earthquake. Stealth Rock. Honestly, probably Substitute.
Wish I had a bag
Because
of
he'll
holding.
probably be switching a lot versus Heat Ran. And Substitute is really good because now he has to hit through. So if you send out Heat Ran versus Rillaboom, he'll probably U-turn. Well, I guess you could run high horsepower. I guess that is a risk. So like Tinkaton will probably switch out to like Tentacruel, and then you click Substitute, then you can click Earthquake. He's probably definitely going to use Tentacruel and try to counter some of the defense stuff.
How many red caps are missing?
More than a handful. Less than a...
this morning. How
When's
many?
it gonna stop?
I guess that the quest is probably self-contained in the circus. It literally says investigate the circus, so it's probably contained in here. Okay, so yeah, I like that a lot because they're probably gonna switch to like Sneasler and try to close combat Heat Ran, and if you click Substitute, they're risking getting hit by a Lava Plume or a ground move. I really like that. I like Stealth Rock. Max Special Defense. My thing is like with Max Defense, you know, that's pretty good against Sneasler and Scrafty. If you can survive Sneasler and Scrafty, that's huge. But you could do Max Special Defense to try to trade with Chiyu, and then do Earth Power or Earthquake. That's really good. And you could do that.
I am not buttering you up.
That could be good against
You are the
Tentacruel
very
too.
best at what you do.
I would definitely try to pack a little bit of a punch in your Lava Plume and ground move. So definitely like a bulky, but you're trying to get a pretty good trade here. Definitely leftover substitute. That's huge. Like if you can substitute on Chiyu, they're gonna have to throw out like Dark Pulse, and then you can throw out again Earthquake or Earth Power. That's big. Trading. Chiyu is dark fighting, so I would be running Girder here with Mach Punch. Probably Iron Fist Mach Punch. Medialite. Ice Punch for Sand Slash and Rillaboom. Knockoff to complement with your Stealth Rocks. 16 kills with Chiyu. Yeah, you want max special defense. You probably want, well, this is the interesting part with Girder. You're definitely wanting some investment in special defense because of Eviolite. So, do enough attack to really pack a punch, though. Iron Fist boosted stab Mach Punch. You might be doing Terra Fighting here. So TRK, I would look into Terra Fighting Girder, see if Mach Punch, how much EVs do you need on Mach Punch to knock out Chiyu and Scrafty? Because if you can do like the 90 to 110% range, That's huge. And then invest the rest of the EVs into HP and special defense. I think this is the case where you actually bring Terra Fighting Girder to add to Mach Punch. Hello, Kerb. Yeah, we actually are investigating the clown murder. It's tough though because there looks to be pieces of evidence, but it would be counted as stealing. So it would start a fight. I'm trying to see. Oh, I also need to randomize my party. I guess I could play music and then have Jaheira take the clown clothes, but I don't think that is evidence. That's just more clown clothes. Yeah, this is really tough because the game tells you to basically investigate the circus. Adamant 16 attack Girder. Yeah, that's pretty good. I probably wouldn't rely off Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock is a nice bonus, though. You are going to run that with Heat Ran. Only 16 attack, though. That's really good. So I would dial up those EVs. Try to get that 100. Like, just deal it, Chiyu. They're probably going to switch out, though. You'll switch out Girder. So I need to watch Ian's tendencies. Ian, I do know he tried to, like, talk bad about Golem in the last season I played. And then I traded Dragonite for Golem. And then when we played, I used Sucker Punch with Golem, and he said he didn't know Golem had Sucker Punch. So there are definitely things that I think he brushes off that you can take advantage of. Will he brush off Girder having Mach Punch? I don't know. How often are you using it?
Oh, darling, don't forget that Dragonborn's order. It's due shortly.
I mean, unless Dribble's body parts are trying to be hidden in the toilet. But the only option you have for the toilet is to sit down.
Papa sells good things. Paul, you shall make him magnificent, my love.
So to me, I would put enough EVs in for Mach Punch to almost OHKO at least. Because you're also going to be using Girder for Rillaboom with Ice Punch. So Mach Punch, Ice Punch, you're going to want Earthquake for Tentacruel and Tinkaton. Man, this is looking like my Conkeldurr in OE right now. But hey, I'm speaking from experience. It's fun. And then you'll want... Knockoff is nice. Knockoff is really good for Stealth Rock. You could double him up as your Defogger, but I'm just looking at your team. I mean, you could... I like Hatterene again. In fact, you might be running Assault Vest Hatterene again. I think that's really good. I think almost the same set as you ran last game. The lower speed nature so that your Nuzzle doesn't have lower in attack. Nuzzle. Ice Punch. Oh, if you're Terra Fighting? That's a good point. Ice Punch does the same as Drain Punch if you Terra Fighting. So that clears up a slot if you want to. And you could run Defog if you want. I mean, you could run Mach Punch, Drain Punch. Definitely run Earthquake. Yes, even with grassy terrain, I think Earthquake is important for Tinkaton. They're going to have to switch out to Rillaboom to trigger, to negate Earthquake. You could run Defog as a last bit of assurance. You could also run Bulk Up. You know, Bulk Up's kind of fun because Oh, Girder doesn't get Earthquake?
That
Okay, that's a
drow's
Kelder.
nose was as crooked as my dog.
Yes, use high horsepower. That's perfectly fine. That bypasses grassy terrain in case that comes out. Okay, which probably will. I predict Rillaboom's being played here. He could bulk up. He could. Yeah, I actually really like Mach Punch, Drain Punch, high horsepower bulk up. I think bulk up is a hidden win con here, especially if you're investing so much in special defense. You could do some stat patching here. And I mean, I guess to be honest, now think about what are you knocking out after +1 attack? Terra fighting Mach Punch Iron Fist, right? You could definitely do some. What was what? Mach Punch, Drain Punch, high horsepower, and bulk up. Good French roast, Curb. You drinking today? Good old coffee.
Get your shinies and Tritos!
Alright, let's try it on my. So Girder, yeah, you'll want, I guess, honestly, Terra, so okay. Terra fighting Mach Punch is close to OHKOing Chi-Yu. This is the decision of, are you gonna rely off of one bulk up to do the rest of the job? Or do you want to put more EVs into attacks, just one and done, hopefully, or to try to OHKO Chi-Yu? I don't think he's going to leave Chi-Yu out, though. That's the funny part. So I think you'll switch into Girder, and I don't think he'll just... I mean, that's a lot of competitive Pokemon in general. They don't just give it to you, right? They don't just give it to you on a platter. Like when I was playing Street Fighter last night, you know, they're not just going to give me my high damage command grab usually. I generally have to condition them to block. So in this case, you're having to condition them to pull out Chi. You might double switch. So I love bulk up here because he's probably gonna switch out. So you can click one bulk up, and now who's he gonna switch to? Maybe Deoxys with Psycho Boost, but once again, you are investing in special defense. We are stat patching here. And oh yeah, little no bulk invested Chi-Yu. Terra fighting max attack. Yeah, but like I said, I don't think he'll leave Chi-Yu out for you. You're gonna have to find a witty way. He's gonna switch out. I just feel like he will. Maybe Sneasler. And so I think bulk up is amazing here. Like you scare you get him to, okay, so 5. You get him to switch out Chi-Yu. 5, 4, 7. You get him to switch out Chi-Yu because I think he will in most cases, unless obviously Chi-Yu's the last Pokemon. And so, oh, okay, I'm doing the numbers wrong. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 7. Okay, so, okay, I got it. He's gonna switch out. I think in most cases he's gonna switch
Go
out
ahead.
Chi-Yu here.
I'm listening.
So you click bulk up.
Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for?
And now he's switching into either like Tinkaton or Defense Deoxys.
Back in the thick of things at last.
So with a bulk up high
exciting.
horsepower, that is amazing. Now Deoxys is interesting. Again, they might Psycho Boost, but I think Girder might be able to get a lot of HP back either way. With a boosted Terra Fighting Drain Punch, so you might be able to hold your ground. I think Girder is a big like hold your ground Pokemon here. So you're doing that. That's good. Now the EV spread. Again, I don't think he will keep Chi-Yu. So maybe I think you just invest all the EVs into HP and special defense, and then 4 on attack. Well, that's what I'm explaining right now. You max your special defense, and is Deoxys gonna like Psycho Boost? Okay, then you already clicked bulk up, and so yeah, that's the question. Does Girder survive a semi-invested Psycho Boost? See, this is where you're looking at Ian's replays and Pokepace. Has he been bringing like special attack invested Psycho Boost with Deoxys? Because one bulk up, yeah, now you're knocking out Chi-Yu with Mach Punch, and you put all that investment in your special defense and HP. That sounds really good. Yeah, I really like stat patching Girder here. Especially how disruptive Hatterene's going to be with Nuzzle. And I think you are bringing Superior again with Glare. You don't even have, Glare is amazing here. He has so many fast Pokemon that I don't think they want to be paralyzed. So we're definitely bringing Superior again. Psychic Noise, Sword Power. I mean, you could swap for knockoff, but again, okay, Psychic Noise stops Drain Punch, so you'd have the high horsepower. He'll probably switch to Deoxys. Oh, he's running Iron Defense Combine. That's hilarious. I mean, you could run knockoff. Mach Punch, Drain Punch, knockoff. Let me look at the Pokemon weak to high horsepower. Tentacruel and Tinkaton. And Sneasler. So, honestly, you might be able to almost out-bulk Sneasler with bulk up. And maybe just power through with Drain Punch. Now they're probably going to Dire Claw, though. Again, you can't panic, though. You can't panic about, oh, they have all these answers. Because Pokemon, you can only bring 6 Pokemon and 4 attacks each. So even he's going to be not having as many options as your brain might panic to think about. So that's a big part of like preparing for draft matches as you think about what your opponent's limitations are going to be. So yeah, he'll probably switch to Deoxys against Chi-Yu. Or with Chi-Yu. Okay, so how much does a one bulk up knockoff do? Do you have any of his Deoxys sets on you? Any of his Pokepace? Because if knockoff is doing a decent amount of damage with one bulk up investment, that's pretty good. Okay, so this is all background. 56, okay. So then he'll recover. You know, honestly, you could run Toxic on Girder.
Every sail, Papa sets setting. Papa sails.
That would be a very specific tech though. But he's just double switch then. He's probably gonna switch into Deoxys, so you should double switch. And if you're double switching, Hatterene's pretty good. You can nuzzle his Deoxys. You could double switch, so you send out Girder versus Chiyu. They're probably going to switch to Deoxys, so you double switch, ambush them. You could be running Hydreigon. I would run Hydreigon this game. And Hydreigon, my brain is looking. There's a lot of different things you can do with Hydreigon. Definitely running Earth Power. Dark Pulse. Probably U-Turn. Dark Pulse, Earth Power, U-Turn. Thinking of your trades here. Hydreigon could be your defogger, but what do you think about that? Yes, I'm a fan of Mega Pinsir here. Mega Pinsir is 4 times resistant to Grassy Glide with Rillaboom. That's pretty amazing already. Okay, so I'm going to go off of the game's thing saying investigate the circus. Nothing else. But I think mainly ran out of dialogue. And again, all the other items would be stealing, so... Maybe there's just this very obvious thing I haven't checked. Lasagna said a few days ago that, in his words, he was like, I guess he was just like, oh, really? I don't know what it is. Okay, so Hydreigon, Girder, Hatterene, Heatran, Mega Pinsir, right? And I really like Superior with Glare. I think Glare could really mess up a lot of his team, man. I actually think just Superior with Glare is amazing in general. I think with Superior, you're going to be running, honestly, kind of similar to last game. Substitute, Glare, Leaf Storm, and then this is where you always check for what resists Leaf Storm. And yeah, you got Rillaboom, Sneasler, and Tinkaton. Let me look at his Terras. I still like Dragon Pulse because it doesn't miss, and against Pokemon that resist grass. Now Tinkaton obviously is immune to it. I just think Dragon Pulse is a good fourth move. Let me take a look at Superior real quick. Let me do a check. He does learn Synthesis. That's so funny. I love that he learns Coil. Now, you're obviously probably going to be running Contrary, but I love that he he's a snake, so he learns coil. It's really cool. You know what's crazy is okay, I just checked again. So he's running things that resist grass, but obviously if you boost enough, it's kind of nuts. Like even with resist, because Sneasler, Rillaboom, and Tinkaton. But Rillaboom is gonna boost Leaf Storm. Now that is fair. You only have 8 Leaf Storms. But oh, there is Mega Ampharos. True. But honestly, you might even just run Giga Drain just to get so much HP back, because I think he's gonna try to do some maybe Grassy Glide priority thing. Yeah, pressure. I mean, that's why, Glare is important. You boost up with Leaf Storm, and even with pressure, you could just run Giga Drain as a second grass special attack move. I actually think that's really good. You would probably survive some trades too once you get enough boosts. Now with Chi-Yu, yeah, you definitely want to fire off all cylinders. But I wonder how many boosts you can get to where you can just Leaf Storm Chi-Yu as a knockout. Some sets run Leech Seed. But I like Giga Drain. I like Giga Drain as a backup move versus pressure. You could run Dragon Pulse, but Giga Drain can just hard power through, I think, some of the resisted Pokemon once you're like boosted by a ton. Yes, I don't think his body parts are in the toilet. And sad, yeah, your only option is sit.
Someone excited. Get your shinies and Tritos!
This guy ran out of dialogue. I mean, they all kind of ran out of dialogue. That's the funny part.
Good!
So really,
you shall
I
make
think
him magnificent, my darling. I know it.
maybe it's like you have to have a keen eye attribute. Like your keen eye level has to be pretty high here.
What comes next?
It's been an age since your last break, my darling. Every sail, Papa Seti. All right. I shall
move there.
Fussing.
So okay, let's look at your roster. Hatterene, we're running Assault Vest again. Minus speed, Nuzzle, Mystical Fire for Tinkaton for sure. You know what? This could be a matchup with Future Sight, but he's gonna probably switch to Chi-Yu. So Nuzzle, Mystical Fire.
Junks and magics for sale. Mostly bloodstained free.
Draining Kiss. Honestly, I think this is where you run Psychic.
You are the very best at what you do.
Because he'll switch to Tentacruel. So I think you want that immediate power, and Psychic is great. You could run Psyshock. Tentacruel has, it comes down to the stat distribution, but I think this is the case where you just do a blunt stab Psychic. It's also just good for trades. It comes down to what you think his stat spread's gonna be. So, hold on. I'm just gonna keep a Smogon tab open, which is fine. Yeah, so he's gonna probably switch to Tentacruel versus Hatterene. He probably expects Future Sight, so you should run Psyshock. Because, I mean, Future Sight's cool, but man, sometimes you are in a good position to where so many competitive Pokemon players expect Future Sight now that a blunt Psychic or Psyshock can like throw them off. So I would run Psyshock. Yeah, Nuzzle, Mystical Fire, Psyshock, Draining Kiss. Definitely Assault Vest. Honestly, minus Speed Nature. Add to your special attack. But this is where you need to do a little bit of crazy combinations where when you put EVs on your HP and special defense, how much will the special defense amplified by Assault Vest help trade with Chi-Yu, right? So getting Nuzzle on Chi-Yu is huge. So you obviously want to survive that. Being able to do Nuzzle and then probably Draining Kiss is big. So make sure you survive like a big Dark Pulse or his Overheat Flamethrower. So yeah, you definitely run Assault Vest here. And then you need to put just enough EVs to where you survive, but you still need to pack a punch. Definitely do that. Has he been running Choice Specs to you?
Perhaps there is something to be gleaned.
This is terrible. The circus is supposed to be a safe place. For us performers, at least.
You brought Choice Scarf? Yeah, so Mach Punch Girder, I mean, he'll probably do Choice Scarf again. If he's brushing you off, then he'll probably be like, oh, this worked last time, so I'll do it again. So I'm going to say Choice Scarf. I've done this before. Like, I've had people beat me in Draft League, and then when we play again, looks like they try to do the same strategy. So I take advantage of them being potentially complacent. So Hatterene, but this is Choice Specs to you. And what are you saying? Are you saying Choice Specs Flamethrower or Choice Specs Overheat? Because if Hatterene survives Choice Specs Flamethrower, getting Nuzzle on
Get your shinies and treasons!
Okay. Has he brought Overheat before, or does he mainly do Flamethrower? He brought Overheat. Chi-Yu's not balanced. I mean, I just adapt to what the roster is. It is interesting when draft has Uber Pokemon in it. I mean, that's always going to be an interesting case. Whenever an Uber Pokemon's allowed in draft league, you definitely want to like scout the landscape to see, ooh, how would this potentially play out? Okay, her little animation here is kind of fishy. Yeah, she's like looking around.
How could this happen? To Dribbles? To my home? Can't believe we had to rely on a stranger to save us. No offense.
Yeah, and that's rude. You know what? I think Hailseen, does Hailseen have any transformations that let him cloak?
Direct me.
I mean, I think I have an invisibility.
With haste.
I think we have to take the risk of taking the clown clothes to see if it triggers something. So
Is that blood?
let me look at my inventory.
Never mind. Charmed, I'm sure.
Yeah, now I need to look at my spells and scrolls. Okay, so anyway, we have a team of 6. We have Hatter. Okay, so let's get this. Do you have Showdown open, TRK? Let's get your 6 Pokemon put in. Hattering, Heatran, Superior, Girder, Mega Pinsir, and Hydreigon. Okay, so get those 6 in. And honestly, I think you just play Assault Vest Hattering anyway. Even if, okay, if Choice Specs overheat, here's my philosophy. If he has to Choice Specs overheat Chi-Yu to knock out Hattering, then he's probably going to switch out now. And that's where you can go to like Girder or Hydreigon and do a lot of damage. Go to Heatran. You could literally just go to Heatran, click substitute. Like, that's good momentum already. So, you could run Assault Vest on both. If I would run Assault Vest Hydreigon, yes, I agree. Assault Vest, Earth Power, Dark Pulse, U-Turn. So here are your matchups. Dark Pulse, Earth Power, U-Turn. Mega Amplifiers got Scrafty.
Of course.
Oh, Superpower. Yeah. Yeah, he learned Superpower. I would run that. That's really good against Chi-Yu and Scrafty. So you're running like a bulky nature. You're gonna lower your speed here. You're gonna lower your speed. Wait, Hydreigon learns Earthquake, but he runs Rillaboom. Let me check. Okay. Head Smash. Head Smash is pretty good. Obviously the HP reduction's pretty strong. I like Earth Power for Chi-Yu though. Okay, I'm seeing this. Ian sadly is saying based on a few things. Oh, you got some replays. So here's what I'll... Oh, and Poke Paste. There you go. Let me see his teams. Okay, so... With Hydreigon... Yeah, I love Earth Power here. Assault Vest, Earth Power, U-Turn. Dark Pulse. I mean, Draco Meteor is pretty blunt. It's pretty great, right? You probably could do that too. Did he lose superpower? Man, Pokemon's crazy. They keep getting rid of moves. It has superpower. Okay. Oh, right. National Dex. Thank the heavens. Okay. Yeah. AK what the default should be. Okay. Okay. Superpower is really good against Aurorus. It's really good against Chi-Yu. So okay, let's look at this. So Chi-Yu has high special defense. Being able to run superpower is amazing. So superpower, U-turn, Earth Power, Dark Pulse, and do a minus speed nature. And then the EV spread. It's up to you, but what I would do EV-wise is obviously enough to where superpower knocks out Chi-Yu, but do enough to where Earth Power puts a bit of a dent in Tinkaton. So mainly special attack investment and HP. But do enough attack to where you're doing some decent damage there to Chi-Yu. Let me get back to the game, but I'll keep this, again, I'm keeping these open. Scrappy has Intimidate and probably still doesn't want to get hit by a superpower, though. That's the thing. So yeah, he'll Intimidate, but you could superpower, still get some chip damage. 188 Brave. You know, it's important to understand the context of the entire team play here. You know, the overarching thing. So one thing TRK is, while it's good to note that, some people over panic. They're like, he has this answer, he has this. But when you actually play a game, again, you have to consider the limitations. You have to consider the game state. You have to consider you might have Stealth Rock up. You have to consider you're running Superior and Hattery. You are trying to throw out Paralysis over and over. There's a lot of favorable things you can do here. So I wouldn't over panic. My mindset is, oh, Scrafty has Intimidate? Okay, superpower anyway. Like, here's a lot of damage. And then what are they going to do? Keep Scrafty in? Okay, switch to Girder. You know? It's okay if superpower doesn't OHKO on Scrafty. Now versus Chi-Yu, how much is Earth Power doing? We are doing mixed Hydreigon here. Okay, yeah, she's super suspicious. We need to get invisibility. We're probably buying it. 66 damage. I mean, you could go... No, I like mixed, because grassy terrain would undermine earthquake. I like mixed a lot here. 66? I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, you just have to kind of calculate speed and all that. Okay, let me go buy an invisibility potion. Yeah, because this lady is suspicious. See invisibility. There you go. That's right. That's a cool scroll. What do you want superpower to do? It would be great to OHKO Chiyu. It just hits Scrafty and Chiyu pretty well. You're probably going to phase out with U-turn. It hits Aurorus for 4 times. So he might actually use Aurorus to try to wall out Hydreigon and use like Blizzard or Freeze Dry. That EV spread looks pretty good. I actually like that EV spread a lot because that's a huge dent with U-turn. Like he has to switch out Rillaboom against Hydreigon if he doesn't want to get hit by a giant U-turn. Okay, let me check speeds here. 98. What's Rillaboom have? 85. And now this is where we check if Ian has a tendency to put speed on Rillaboom. Let's see. No Rillaboom in that game. He went 252. So he's going to try to U-turn your Hydreigon. But if you're faster... I mean, you could go full physical Hydreigon with, like, Lash Out. I don't think, yeah, because, okay. You just would lose Earthquake. I guess you could, let's see. Well, he'll be faster. Yeah. So he's going to click U-turn. 152 speed. You could go full physical Hydreigon. Superpower, U-turn, crunch. Superpower, U-turn, crunch. And then ironically, your last move, it's kind of up to you. If you're running Assault Vest, though, I mean, you could even run Scale Shot if you want to do some crazy speed control. I don't know how that works. I think Earthquake is hitting. No, I think Grassy Terrain dampers Earthquake, even if you have Levitate. And let's go buy an invisibility thing, unless Hailseen has a form that can do it. All right, let's camp first. Let me give Hailseen his transformations back. Wait, did you check? So grassy terrain dampers earthquake on Hydreigon. Yeah. But now, here's the thing. Now you're doing superpower. We're going full attack, right? We're investing in attack and speed.
These boots
So,
have seen everything.
Attack, speed, assault vest. Do you even need earthquake for Chi-Yu with superpower, right? Superpower, U-turn, crunch. And now you have a fourth move. This is a really good opportunity. And I love moments like these because you can run some crazy tech stuff. I mean, you could technically run... You could still technically run mixed Hydreigon with Draco Meteor. You could also run Scale Shot, but let me look at his team again. Here comes Hydreigon, okay? They're probably sending out Tinkaton, Chi-Yu, or Sneasler. Yeah. And Earthquake would be pretty good here. Honestly, you might run Earthquake anyway. Even with grassy terrain out. Well, it might not be out all the time. Like, you can knock out Rillaboom and then keep Hydreigon for later. You could also just run Earth Power. You literally could, like... it comes down... Yeah, Earthquake, Earth Power. But they're definitely going to probably send out Sneasler, Tinkaton, and Rillaboom versus Hydreigon. I mean, again, this is where you consider limitations. Like, is my opponent limited to where they can't even get grassy terrain out right now? They don't want to switch into Rillaboom. But let's do Assault Vest and physical attack Hydreigon for sure. I mean, you could run Scale Shot as your last move. You could boost your speed and then U-turn out if you feel like you're not going to get a knockout. That sounds pretty fun. But it's a little risky. You're not running loaded dice. Anyway, yes, Crunch, U-turn, Superpower, for sure. Your last move, honestly, you might do Earth Power with not that much invested special attack. But kind of, I mean, gauge it. Gauge how much Earth Power does to Sneasler and Tinkaton and Chi-Yu, right? You're going to Superpower Chi-Yu. Here's the thing. Superpower Chi-Yu. That tends to be the go-to, the plan A. So Tinkaton and Sneasler. Those are your two targets right now. What's your last move going to be versus those two? There's your question. All right, Hailstein. Do you have any...
I am ready.
Transformation that close? Oh, he's got the Panther? Okay, all right.
One moment. I've got a long road ahead. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Earth Power. There you go. We're still running mixed Hydreigon. Takes it okay, but she will probably be slower than Hydreigon, so you can U-turn out to, like, Heatran or something. So could always consider stuff like that. Okay, it sounds like we got our Hydreigon set, though. So get that done. Let's keep moving. warp reset. Let's try that. Let's try that. You can do that, but I really like invested attack for added U-turn chip damage. I think that's going to add up here. I'm looking at his team, and he does not want to get hit by U-turns. Like, Defense Deoxys doesn't, Rillaboom doesn't, Chi-Yu doesn't. Basically, almost all of his Pokemon don't want to get hit by a pretty buffed up U-turn. That's why I like U-turn with Superpower. Also, I'm big on go big or go home as a Rampardos player, a big Rampardos player, but in this case, if you miss Head Smash, that could be big, and then if you land Head Smash, you do lose a lot of HP, and this Hydreigon set is kind of about some trades. You are trading and doing big damage. I like Superpower more, I'm going to be honest, because I like that U-turn circumvents the lowered defense. Like, you just kind of get out of it. All right, we're going to move him up again. All right, let's see if this resets. Again, you have to understand the context that he's not just going to give it to you either. Like, he probably expects Hydreigon to be kind of prepared for Chi-Yu, so he'll switch, and you should punish his switch by having a more attack-invested U-turn. On whoever comes in, a more attack-invested U-turn is going to add up, and then you have Stealth Rock on Heatran too.
Don't waste a step.
I'm fine. You're the one who took a beating.
Survive the beat.
Don't have the strength to fix another 10 day on the road.
I said I'm not allowed. Time to let those dogs dancing acts.
I've secured the most excellent supply of potions from the Valentine.
Soon the bastards will outnumber us. They'll come for our homes, our jobs, everything.
Buy fish.
We won't need to.
It won't OHKO 43% of the time, but yeah, that's okay.
Working in your circuit.
I just, think about the times you could miss with Head Smash. The recoil's big. If he switches out and you land Head Smash, the recoil's big there. I mean, Chi-Yu doesn't have recovery. So unless he runs Rest Chi-Yu, like, just landing one superpower is gonna cause a huge dent. Yeah, it comes down to the trades here. HP versus special defense, because this is where EV investment in special defense makes a big difference, because it's getting boosted by an item. Same thing for Girder. The 1.5 times will amplify the more EVs you put on special defense specifically. So with Girder, we kind of already figured that out. We're going to do max HP, max special defense, and like 4 attack EVs. In fact, you might want a attack boosted nature on Girder. Nah, it depends. We'll get to that soon. Yeah, I would invest in special defense. Max special defense versus Chi-Yu. I would do that because you're running Assault Vest, so you're going to get that boost. Okay, let's see if this resets. Oh, they are not reset. Okay. Interesting.
Lovely day, this. For now.
I think Gale... I don't think Gale has a distraction still right now. Minus defense nature. Yes. Yeah, because you want speed against Rillaboom. Yes. You know what's funny? I think we actually, to get this solved,
Eager for battle.
you can transform into a clown. I forgot I had this. Let's try this and see how this
No one stopped me yet.
What about Dribbles? I heard he has a new show with Buddy the dog.
I have something to ask.
Any of us could be next. Oh.
Okay, so that's not going to change interaction.
I've seen Dribbles' show 1,000 times.
So we need to distract. Ironically, we might have to
Breathe
rest
deep
again,
and move.
because I messed up the performance. That's okay. We actually have a lot of camp supplies, so yeah. Gale doesn't have an animal summoning right now. Let's do that, yeah. Let's do another walk rest. So okay, Hydreigon's done. Hatterene done. Heatran, let's go over again. So Heatran, I love Lava Plume because it's Fire Scald, and I don't think his team would love to be burned. Like his team, I mean, obviously Burn's just really good, but I'm looking at his team. There's so many Pokemon he has that do not want to be burned. Like Tentacruel does not want to be burned. That chip damage and lowering on potentially knockoff and rapid spin is huge. So Heatran. Oh, he learned Scorching Sands? That's golden. That's golden. Yeah, I would say Earth Power, Earthquake, but there you go. Okay, Lava Plume, Scorching Sands, Stealth Rock Substitute, Killer. That's oh my gosh, that's great. And then in terms of your EV spread, yeah, we were definitely special defense for Chi-Yu. You're kind of, I mean, special defense is big because you're trying to burn the physical attackers, which is like a pseudo investment in physical defense already. So that's really good. Okay, so they are reset. Now we do this. Yes. No. Flame Body. He's gonna U-turn with Rillaboom. Flame Body for sure. Yeah, you're gonna depend. I mean, you could Flash Fire against Chi-Yu. That's true. Oh, you know what? I like Flash Fire boosted Lava Plume. Now that I think about it, I love Flame Body though to punish Rillaboom. I love it to punish Tentacruel. I love it to potentially punish Scrappy. I think he'd get angry too, and that's actually a big factor. Do you think, like, knowing that he'll probably get angry, he'll probably start getting a bit tilted? And imagine him being tilted while fighting against like Glare Superior. So let's see. First off, I love that sound effect. I mean, you could Flash Fire, but I feel like he's just gonna Dark Pulse. That's kind of the big part, is like, he'll have Chi-Yu out, he'll see your Heatran in the back. Did you bring flash fire last time? So if you take it, you lose your action. Yeah, I have the Giggles the Clown hat.
Dog said to leave, so we're leaving.
Oh, but you ran Assault Vest, Heat ran? Yeah, see, this time we're running Substitute Leftovers because he's going to switch out, and Substitute's huge, especially with how high of a chance, how much disruption you can cause with potential burn and Stealth Rock. So we're definitely running Leftover Substitute. Substitute Leftovers does not 2H KO Chiyu with Scorching Sands. How much EVs can you put into special attack to where it becomes a 2-shot? Okay, but here's the thing. You're so, you can't be, like, concentrated worried on Chiyu only, because he has 5 other Pokemon. So you're using Hydreigon and Girder to handle Chiyu. So I am trying to do it to where, like, if I'm team building here, I'm not going to dedicate, like, to me, I'm not going to dedicate 3 Pokemon just to handle Chiyu. That's how games, I think, get lost, is people, like, hyper-focus on one Pokemon, and then they realize, oh, there's 5 other Pokemon. So in this case, I am pushing that Hydreigon and Girder are checking Chiyu. Now, how do I check the rest of his team to where his options start to become reduced more and more? And then Chiyu is the only one left, and then bam, Mach Punch or something, right? So in Heatran's case, I am thinking of the big picture, where Heatran is using Substitute and throwing out decently damaged special attack moves that can cause burn. I mean, you could go back to Choice Scarf Heatran, but you'd have to see how much fully invested special attack Scorching Sands would do against Chiyu. See, I love Flame Body because it punishes Tentacruel, it punishes Rillaboom. I don't know if it could live a fully attack invested Sneasler though.
Very good.
You are unable to speak.
So nothing in the quest log updated. I mean, getting the clown stuff is suspicious for sure. I mean, I'm seeing the game design. Look at that. Like, the game designers are wanting the player to see that she's doing the suspicious, like, getting items I hope no one's looking for. And she wasn't that nice. So, yes, I think she's the biggest suspect right now here. But again, the game isn't really giving any more dialogue options. Let's see if the circus leader has any more now that I got these items, but we will see.
I am prepared. All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Seems like a good moment to talk.
Hello again, my vicious little...
Stuck in that. So there's nothing that this outfit will provide. Huh. I mean, we'll return this in a bit. But yeah, it doesn't look like the game opens up.
Can't slow down.
New branches of dialogue. Let me get some coffee. Definitely pushing double burn heat ran. And the question is, how often, excuse me, how often is he going to overheat and flamethrower knowing that you're running heat ran? So how many times can you bluff flash fire? That's actually really important. It's like when I play Conkelder and I try to bank off bluffing guts, but I'm running Iron Fist on ladder. So there are times where you can ability bluff, and you could probably bluff Ian, and he might think you have flash fire. So I don't think he's clicking flamethrower as much as against other people in the case of flash fire. But if you ran Flame Body, that punishes, again, quite a few of his physical attackers. That being said, a Lava Plume boosted by Flash Fire is kind of nuts. Because even if he switches to Tentacruel, that's a lot of damage. And that can cause burn. You know, that's big. And you're going to click Substitute. So I do like Flash Fire. And he's probably Choice Locked. So, okay, let's run Flash Fire. Because now that I'm thinking about, he's probably running Choice Scarf or Specs, probably Choice Scarf. Yeah, I like Flash Fire here. Just know that he probably expects Flash Fire, so he might not click a fire move for quite a while. So, Flash Fire, Heat Ran. Stealth Rock, Substitute, Lava Plume, or Scorching Sand. That's big. We got that down. Now, yeah, the EV spread. Really, you kind of just want to be hitting that over 50% range on Tinkaton. That's like a big landmark. How much special attack needs to be invested? Well, I mean, Lava Plume's doing a ton. But against Chiyu, yeah, this is an interesting case. Your EV spread's going to be... Definitely put some HP in there. I don't think you're running speed. but we are split between HP, the defenses, and special attacks here. Now, he might go into defense Deoxys to try to shrug you off. Two HKOs, Tinkaton set with max full. That's pretty big. He might try to set up on you with Deoxys. I mean, you really could sacrifice... You could sacrifice Substitute for Toxic. You could sacrifice Stealth Rock for Toxic. Toxic is just huge versus Deoxys, right? So you'll send out Heatran. Now there's another case. You'll send out Heatran, he sends out Deoxys, but your productivity, you've already sent, probably clicked Stealth Rock, or maybe inflict Burn on him, which is pretty big.
Oh, darling, don't forget that Dragonborn's order.
Oh, let me pull up his team again. There we go. So, Tentacruel is prepared for Stealth Rock. Sneasler's not taking a lot. Chiyu takes a lot, right? Tinkaton doesn't take a lot. Deoxys would love for you to have Stealth Rock over Toxic. Sandslash doesn't take a lot. You know, I'm going to be honest. You might not be running Stealth Rock in this game. I know Stealth Rock looks amazing for Chiyu, but to be honest, I think he's going to be almost over-prepared to get rid of Stealth Rock. So honestly, we should be running Lava Plume, Scorching Sands, Toxic, Substitute. That's insane, because the leftovers healing. Substitute means he has to make it budge if he wants to do damage. And now you have Burn, 2 ways to burn, and Toxic. That sounds amazing. You send out Heatran versus Chiyu or Rillaboom, they're probably switching. You click Substitute. He'll pull out Deoxys. Then you throw the Toxic on him. He's got to budge now, unless he's running Rest. But I'm going to predict he's running Recover if he's running any Recovery. So I like that a lot. You don't want to risk burning the Deoxys? Well, you're gonna send out. No, don't do that. Keep Scorching Sands. Here's why. Because you're clicking Substitute. Like on the prediction, when he switches to Deoxys, the move you're clicking is Substitute. Okay, let me look. Yep. Mach Punch, Drain Punch. Psyshock, Glare, Giga Drain. Yeah, this looks great. Yeah, swap out Stealth Rock for Toxic. But I honestly would put the EVs. Well, what did you see when you put Special Defense EVs on Heatran? What's the trade-off here? If you put Special Defense EVs on Heatran, what's the trade with like Chiyu? Like, you survive, right? Yeah, definitely put Toxic. Swap out Stealth Rock for Toxic. I like Scorching Sands still here. That can mess up Tentacruel. That can mess up Tinkaton. do not worry about burning Deoxys because you're gonna do substitute first. I like that. I actually like that a lot. Heatran only needs to live once versus Chi-Yu, and you throw on Toxic. That's big. You can do Scorching Sands too, but Toxic is huge. I think you should put your EVs on Special Defense instead of Defense because you have 2 moves that cause burn, and that is kind of stat patching yourself. Like by inflicting burn on the physical attackers, that's kind of providing 252 defensive EVs, like in a close pseudo way. I like the Special Defense investment here. And it helps against Deoxys if they go for a stored power. Because you're going to Toxic, and he's probably going to go all in with his chips and keep trying to stat boost and go big or go home.
Is someone excited to work on the handsome Dragonborn?
And then, yeah, the Mega Pincer set.
You shall make him magnificent, my darling. I know. Get your shinies and Tritos!
Swords Dance, Quick Attack, Earthquake, and then yeah, Return. I mean, that's like a classic set. His Fion set. I mean, you could just glare him. Let me see what his Fion set is. You could try to glare him. Hold on. I'm trying to find one of his Pokepace with Theo. I mean, he's not bringing it a lot though. So again, don't over worry. But just in case, okay. He did verse you. Take Heart, Scald, Ice Beam, Alluring Voice, Terra Fairy. I mean, you're putting Special Defense on Heatran. You can throw a Toxic on Fion. He's not running Rain Dance to get rid of Toxic. Also, you're faster with like Mega Pincer. I wouldn't worry too much about this. Obviously Fion's good. Like, take Heart, Scald, Ice Beam, but don't overstress to where you bank too many chips into just taking down Fion. I do like Toxic here. Also, you could run Superior. You are running Superior with Glare. Oh, it removes status. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's Calm Mind removing status. Oh, it's what you did last time. Yeah. I mean, I personally, with your team, I would hard switch into Mega Pincer. And then I would just start throwing blunt returns. Let me think what else you have. Yeah, you do have quite a few special attackers, but Mega Pincer is big. Terra Fairy. Yeah, he's probably gonna do that again. I mean, I like Hatterene, Psyshock, Nuzzle. But yeah, he'll try to take heart for sure. Let me look. Okay, so okay, so he's okay. Here's something that I would do. Ready? Hatterene with Sideshot. I honestly, Superior is honestly being mainly ran for like glare disruption. So there is a set where you could run Overgrow Superior, Glare, Coil, Iron Tail, and then you could do like stab like Leaf Blade. That that would be pretty good against Theo. Iron Tail, because you're gonna be like super accurate after like one coil. And with Glare, he's probably going to go for more of the take heart to get rid of paralysis, so then you click coil again. And if he Terra Fairies, you hit Iron Tail. If he doesn't Terra, then you do like Leaf Blade with your coil boost, and then you have speed investment. So that's something that I would, that's something I would love to like bring. Or like I mean, Coil's pretty good against Rillaboom too. Like you're gonna, if you outspeed him, you could just throw out Iron Tails. And Glares, just more Glare. And this usually is, you have Superior out before he has Fion out. So you get like a Glare or two, and then he switches into Fion. You've already clicked Coil. He's probably going to try to he's probably going to Terra Fairy like Ice Beam. And then you go for the Iron Tail. Now see, again, this is me. I am trying to route what his plays might be, and I'm going for hard reads, so it's up to you, but that's something I thought of too. You could do a little bit of stat patching to survive Ice Beam. You could also give Superior the anti-Ice Berry. Also, Coil has Leaf Blade has a high critical hit rate, so if he sends out like Tinkaton, first off, Tinkaton's gonna get glared. That's a risk. Second off, the critical hit chance could pierce through with the attack boost. And I wonder what Tinkaton will do in response. Maybe do the Gigaton Hammer, but he can't use it next turn, and with glare, that's big. So that's definitely something I thought of. Like, he definitely expects contrary Leaf Storm Superior, I bet. So if you ran Overgrow, Physical Coil, Glare Disruption, Superior, that's pretty nuts.
Better not be cursed.
Yeah, that's true. It is really good with grassy terrain. I'm a big coil advocate. I actually love stat boosting moves that boost accuracy. So coil and hone claws, I love those moves. I love hone claws on Zekrom and Aerodactyl. I love coil on Arbok, and yeah, Superior gets coil. I just love stuff like that. I used to run Mega Aerodactyl with hone claws. That was a lot of fun. Hone Claw, Stone Edge, Earthquake, you were like Fire Fang. I mean, now Mega Aerodactyl and National Dex has dual Wing Beam. Oh my gosh. I know he gets Dragon Dance too. But yeah, there's also the merit of Hone Claws with Stone Edge and dual Wing Beam that are basically, yeah, they're not missing. Getting pretty close there. Yeah.
That drow's nose was as crooked as you carved, my darling. He was simply in denial. Ah, the adventurer returns. Care to purchase a bespoke, stony and bony creation? Oh, you shall be thrilled and
so
delighted.
this guy doesn't have
I know it.
any evidence, which is fine, but
Nothing caught your eye? I shan't.
This is tough.
Oh,
Kind of run out of.
Don't forget that Dragonborn.
There's really just not a ton of evidence. Like, there's not a lot of leads, which is fine. I'm just trying to, this is part of the mission where it's like, I am predicting there's something kind of obvious that I have missed in the circus. Like, it would be something like this. I think this is where you find Dribble's severed hand. So I'm honestly expecting something like this again. The final product's out. Alright, let me take a look. I won't display on stream, just in the rare case that there is a check. Well, I can, but you might be changing stuff. Yeah, I like the use of high horsepower here. Okay, I like the specific HP investment on Superior. Yes, I like the Giga Drain. Yeah, Leaf Storm Giga Drain's big. Psyshock. Ooh, you put a little bit of special attack on Hatterene to kind of pack a punch. Yeah, this looks good, man. Don't overthink this. This looks good. And you know, use to your advantage that Ian's probably brushing you off, and he was a little bit rude in your last match, so I think he's going to do a lot of the same things as before. It's happened to me. I've had players brush me off. You know, we've talked about this, but I've had players that are trying attempts to be disrespectful to me in draft league, and I use that against them. Constantly scout out when someone's being kind of arrogant and brushing you off, because you can use that to your advantage. I mean, you do that in poker. If your opponent is overextending, sometimes you can use that against them. That's why a poker face can be so deadly, is because you literally could have a hand of 2 aces. But if you have just a good neutral poker face and your opponent doesn't, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, you could get a lot of money off them. I am a scorching sands advocate here, TRK, because I don't think you should be worrying about burning deoxys because you're clicking substitute. Like, if you expect them to switch to deoxys, you are clicking substitute, and then you are clicking toxic. Do not worry about burning deoxys. And, okay, let's say you burn deoxys. It's time to go turbo. It's time to go turbo U-turn / mega pincer mode, right? I wouldn't worry too much about it.
That drow's nose was as crooked as you are.
Substitute is like plan A for heat ramp. In almost every matchup here, you're going for substitute.
What's hiding here?
I am not buttering you up. You are the very best at what you do. I promise.
So I wonder if this quest, again, because this last bullet point says, Dribbles the clown, star of the circus, is missing. Ringmaster Lucretius asked us to find him. And it says investigate the circus. So I assume the game is literally trying to say stay in the circus. Because again, that's a big thing, is if we're not staying in the circus, that opens up this area, which we've checked basically everywhere. This area, we've checked most places here. This area, we haven't checked some of these side parts, I guess. And then all of Baldur's Gate. Which we've been through a lot of Baldur's Gate, but still. I haven't found anything that links to Dribbles the Clown. And I haven't found any blacksmith with that insignia. This is for sure the hardest quest in the game. From my experience. I am looking for anything I haven't done yet. I have gone Raven mode with Hailseen to fly on the roofs. So there's not a lot of roofs to traverse. There's nothing hidden up on these roofs. I'm pressing Alt as we speak. I mean, again, it could be hidden. I think she's the most suspicious. The woman over here. This could look like a I killed Dribbles because I want to be the star of the show thing. Especially that there's clown outfit stuff here. And they literally made her animations to be suspicious. Bam, bam, look around. See? That's not normal. Like, that is not that is not normal. But I mean, what do you do to play off of that? There's not much else you could do that wouldn't become just stealing and starting a fight. Gnome cutting or gnome cunning dark vision. Uh-oh.
Your desire up for debate?
How could this happen?
So she's kind of dialogue lost.
A journey.
All right, give me like 1 minute. I'll be right back. Oh, wait, hold on. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Hello. What, Christmas music in March? You know what? We do need to play a little bit of St. Patrick's Day music. Hold on.
To new horizons.
This quest is, I mean, I am trying to track all these little corners. Back to making PowerPoint, but you know what, TRK, good for you. That's productive. You know what, making Pokemon keeps is productive. You know what, TRK? I'm happy for you. It's been a pretty good, productive stream for you. Good. Here to help.
give them a piece of my mind.
It's the last thing you have. What did the postmaster say? It works.
Good old
It won't
Jig
help
from
us
Donkey
these
Kong.
little children and
Washing up in Grey Harbour tomorrow.
scraps for them. One job. Deliver my bills.
My dad said I'm
I
not
wonder if there's like a
allowed.
spell to detect hidden items. Again, she is like ultra suspicious, but there's like nothing else you can do with her. I already took the clown stone, and that didn't trigger it. I'll put it back, yeah, like down the road. I feel like there's just like one thing I haven't done around here that would trigger to progress the quest. Man, it's tough though. I'm trying to like I said, I'm ulting a lot.
The absolute army on its way. Not a chance.
It's probably right outside, I guess. I kept thinking maybe the graveyard has evidence, but I've checked all the gravestones. How many people it's not
We loved Father Logan as you did. We would never hurt him. We had nothing to do with his death.
The Oak Father's
swear
work
it.
is never done.
What do you remember?
Very well.
survival fail.
I shall handle this.
Why would that door be red? Oh, sorry. We're trying to get to the graveyard. You've seen that door's red. Counts as breaking in. I guess if Dribbles isn't buried here, there's not evidence here. This graveyard is mainly just like an aesthetic part of the game, which is fine. It's a cool aesthetic. I mean, obviously it's sad, and I love this backdrop. I'm just trying to think from a game designer's perspective. I think they're, again, there's probably one obvious thing here that I just somehow I have not checked, but there really aren't a lot of leads, so that's why I'm thinking like, oh, it could be someone passed beyond the surface, and then I talk to them, and it all links back. I mean, because that's the guy in the big house on the right. He's linked to the fireworks guy, not the blacksmith. The next
Bits
guy
and bobs
right.
from Danthalon's dancing
He's
axe.
linked to the fireworks guy. You don't find him till Baldur's Gate. So, yeah, the game is incentivizing you to come back here. Again, she's super suspicious, but I don't know. She has, like, no links to any character I can think of. You know, it says, like, rock gnome, but that's a species thing. She has, you know, dark vision, but there's no, like, clan association here. The big thing is, again, Dribble's ring says that it was made with like a gritting face. So I guess I could go back to Baldur's Gate and try to check any other like ruler. So that's what we did yesterday. Is we checked a lot of blacksmiths and jewelers and shop owners.
He wants to teach them refugees a lesson, right?
I think the circus is basically out of new dialogue. So we find body parts. No hidden dirt mounds as
This
far as
whole
concerned.
situation stinks.
So it has to be
Guild robbers never usually
round.
They take your gold, but they leave
The
your
question is,
business.
would they make you do the dribble for clown class all the way? Because at least with the fireworks guy here, it's linked to the Flaming Fist, which you learn about more in Baldur's Gate, but there's like no circus stuff outside of this area.
Something over there.
Oh, hi.
Let's get going.
Well, that's cool.
Have to keep going.
I guess we could go try looking at that guy's house again, like in the basement. But I don't think he killed Dribbles. He might be partnered with someone that killed Dribbles, but I don't know if those two questions.
Here we are, Griselda. All in one piece.
I wish the cult hadn't burnt our farm, though. At least we got Biscotti out that burning barn.
So my prediction is you do find Dribble's body parts in this area. You're not going here and beyond. You're not going here anywhere up north. I do think the quest is self-contained here. That being said, I am pretty low on new options. It's gotta be some crazy, I think it has to be some crazy like, oh, it was here. Now I'm like really looking. Got the alt firing like crazy. Alright, let's go back to the basement. Let's see, I think the basement was just for
Seems simple enough.
this guy and the rigged toys. I think the game would make it a bit obvious if there was some evidence to Dribbles the Clown. It's probably not happening. We'll check that.
Watch how you go. There's a trap. No traps, please.
mean, the other lead is anything related to shapeshifters in this part 3 of the game. But ironically, one of the only shapeshifters is like the guy up front that works for the circus. Did he look? I think he is one. I think he's a genuinely good guy, so.
Just as I expected.
Rigged fireworks. Yeah. Okay. I'll look at evidence down here.
Hear me right. Jerez's caress also has roots. Music and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a ghost should have dumped a lot of them, member of
I need a quick word.
I'd probably break his nose. There's not even any goddamn dragons round here to slay.
Oh.
Bet they let us in then.
How's an adventure? This adventurer lark is rubbish. Should have listened to me, da. Become a tanner. Bet they're gasping for tanners in Baldur's Gate.
none of them have sticky fingers.
Da was right. This was a stupid idea.
What if they build a machine that can drink points, put half the bloody city out of jobs,
Uh-oh. This guy thinking like some of the AI people right now in America. Uh-oh. You know, I've actually never been up here. But see, I'm not gonna go through these chests because I don't think it's links to the dribble. I don't think the game would do that. It's a good bar of soap. Probably expensive, look at that. That is a good bar. Dang! It's only worth 1 coin? Alright, melee players take note. You know, people say, melee players need a shower. They also need to wear deodorant. It's a combo. Have you ever taken a shower and forget deodorant? You can start smelling bad pretty fast. You gotta do both. Also, I'm a big aluminum-free deodorant guy, and I'm gonna vouch. That new Dr. Squash brand is amazing. I have now tried their deodorant and body wash. Right now I have it's like the bourbon one. And it's amazing, and it's aluminum free, which is really big. It's actually a little bit, don't freak out if you use regular deodorant, but it's, you know, scientists have been starting to look into the link between aluminum in your bloodstream and potential like Alzheimer's if you do it too much. Again, I've used regular deodorant a lot. Don't freak out about it, but I have definitely been pushing for more aluminum-free deodorant as I became an adult. And this one problem with aluminum-free deodorant is some of them don't pack. Ironically, they don't pack a deodorant punch compared to regular, so you might smell bad even with that on. But Dr. Squatch is strong, so strong that I laid in bed the other day and I was like, man, what smells really good? I was like, it's me. I was like I was not used to how strong an aluminum-free deodorant scent was. I'm like, okay, so I'm not even sponsored by them, but like I said, that is a product I support, so that would be an easy sponsorship. Not that I'm looking for it, but good product. I would flat out tell you so maybe the murderer dribbled the clown threw some of his body parts off the cliff, but I feel like because we found his hand in the circus, probably would find the other body parts in the circus, because this looks like a murderer that did not plan to go a long distance. So it's just ironic. I think we've been going so far away from the circus because there's almost no new strands of content there to get a lead, that it feels like it's almost done. Like the circus is almost done, minus obviously that quest, but there's really no other leads. I'm trying to think of any possible. Can't disguise as a clown. I tried that to my character. Oh no, the makeup's done. My character did the makeup. It didn't change the dialogue through the characters. I mean, I don't think it would be a perception dirt mounting again. I think one of my characters would have picked up on that by now. Especially considering how many hours have been put into this quest alone. I feel like they would pick up on a dirt mound on average. Do I think his body parts are out here? Probably not. My big hunch is it's some small cornered area in the circus that I haven't, I guess, walked over or something. Because it can't be dialogue based. That's basically all done. Doesn't look like there's any dirt mounds. So I guess it has to be some, I mean, but you're looking for body parts. So the body parts aren't just lying around without like a chest or something, because I think the alt feature would have picked up on it. The shop owners don't have it. The ringmaster is locked into one line of dialogue. The gnome lady is super suspicious. And now my mind is like, is she linked to any shapeshifter, cult, clan kind of group? And then the ring. The ring is big. It has a symbol. But I haven't seen the symbol anywhere else. So now I'm like, okay, is there a shop I missed in Baldur's Gate? I can't think of
Armor, blades, the Rivington Gem.
Good job.
Good job.
How many red caps are missing?
Benji, the undead ghoul.
These chests are empty.
trying to think. Okay, where would?
It's been an age since your last
Where does the
break, my
game
darling.
expect the average player to traverse to solve this quest? Right? That's what I'm thinking. And the game is literally saying investigate the search. I am trying to commit to not going outside of the bounds. This includes the graveyard almost. I've checked behind these tents. No item, there's no dirt mound. That was interesting, the animal carcass, but it doesn't lead to anything. It's just an interesting aesthetic piece that kind of almost clips through the tent, but it doesn't. There's nothing on the animal carcass. If you check any of these, you get in trouble. I mean, Hellseed's still a panther, though, so I guess our strongest bet is to go solo Hellseed right now.
Speak to me. I see.
I've checked all these with Yahira.
Something to be discovered?
Like yesterday. Yeah, I don't. Okay, maybe this is evidence. See, but now I'm in trouble. Anytime you take something, you have to uncloak. You gotta be careful. Also, I don't think it would be that ambiguous. I think that all the Dribble the Clown quest pieces will be marked. So, now I think about that bow is probably not going to do anything. And it's kind of showing that. It's still, that's what adds a little bit of difficulty is the Ringmaster is undead based, aesthetic-wise. So, trying to look for body part evidence in the Ringmaster is all about. Look at this, like literally just numbered body parts. And again, you can't take anything without it applying as potentially getting in trouble if they're around. I also think the Ringmaster is innocent, so that kind of keeps away from this area. But it's stuff like this. I'm trying to look in any corner, nook and cranny, and there's no option. Like I'm pressing Alt right now. There's no underground option. There's no secret tunnel in these cages. This guy's also locked in the dialogue. He doesn't have anything else to say right now. Where Dribbles would perform, but again, I've checked all this. Check the dirt pile. Already unmounted this chest. I'll check again, but it says empty. Well, I got about an hour and 10 minutes left.
It's a circus, not the camping house.
I'm trying my
So
best.
what?
Dialogue. Okay, done with dialogue, done with dialogue. We've checked all this. She's so suspicious, but there's just nothing. There's no big quest items. mentioned missing red caps, but I think that's just like for the purpose of dialogue. Because you'll actually encounter the lost red caps. Sack probably for food.
You shall make him magnificent, my darling.
There's a lot of other things to check, so it has to be. A bit outside the circus.
Seti! Papa sells good things!
Obviously, this might be. Did my characters drop this? Or it might be the shop.
Junks and magics for sale! Mostly bloodstain free!
I am not buttering you up. You are the very best at what you do. I promise.
I like the detail of all the flies.
Oh, darling, don't forget that.
Get your shinies and Tritos!
See you shortly. Is someone excited to work on the handsome Dragonborn? Good! You shall make him magnificent, my darling.
This guy doesn't
I
have
know
any
it.
inventory things back here. She doesn't provide any evidence dialogue. I think she's also done with her.
It's been an age since your last break, my darling.
I guess unless you turn into an elemental, talk to her. I don't know if the game designers are wanting the average player to do that. The average playthrough to have that happen. I definitely, once, I aim to finish this quest, so after that, after I beat this game, and that's the goal, I would love to see how other people did this quest. This is tough. Really tough. There's gotta be some blunt thing, like elephant in the room I'm missing, if it's investigate the circus. But because everything is rechecked,
Buttering you up.
it's either one thing I'm missing here, or it really is outside of the circus. And then, which I've checked a lot too, so.
Tried?
To the point that, yeah, I was checking all these, like, just a bunch of these treasure chests.
So you want to see the triad?
Chomping at the bit.
And no one outside of the circus talks about
The absolute army on its way. Not a chance.
What's the harm in one night?
No one in Baldur's Gate brings up riddles. In fact, I haven't seen any doppelganger outside of the circus lately. Maybe it's in an area I haven't checked a lot, like the park in Baldur's Gate. I guess that had bad people that were disguised, but they weren't. It could be elite there. I just don't think the game would want you to go all the way out there for the quest.
How many red caps?
Because the murder does not look well planned if Ribble's hand was right there. So that tells me that they probably have the other body parts scattered across the circus and they didn't go far out to bury the other parts. And I also don't think the game designers would have the players go out to Baldur's Gate just to find like one or two body parts. And I think by now, because I'm almost done with the game, I would have found them probably. So I think it has to be some blunt. Oh, I didn't check this, kind of thing here, but this is tough. I mean, I was on this quest many playthroughs, many streams ago, and now I'm coming back to it because we're almost done with the game. I'm like, okay, let's do this. I'm not gonna beat the game without doing this. Let's figure out what the game designers are doing with this quest. The hardest quest in the game, in my opinion. Again, I'm avoiding the wiki. I could just go type in Visit the Clown right now on Google, and I probably would figure it out ASAP. But I want to see what the game designers are wanting to do with this. Someone playing without checking the wiki. I mean, this chest isn't stealing. So maybe the game's trying to get me to take these. Yeah, no trigger though. I was thinking, like, is there stuff underneath this stage? But nah, I think they're doing that.
My darling.
Every sail, Papa Seti.
All right.
Seti.
Let's move.
Papa sells.
Oakfather's blessings.
Let's see if they
still breathing, despite everything.
Murder
very well.
Hide the body parts in the toilet, but I think this is just an aesthetic thing. Sit.
Drow's nose was as crooked as you carved, my darling. Yeah. He was simply indifferent. I am not.
Junks and magics for sale. Mostly bloodstain free.
Can't get there. That's it.
I promise.
Over in the way.
Salutations.
Get your shinies and Tritos!
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
I'm gonna predict that there's no piece there. No body part.
Is someone excited to work on the handsome dragon board?
The roofs again. You can't really traverse on the tent roofs. Come up there.
Every sail.
Oh man, I was gonna say I could go by dialogue, but to be honest, okay, by region, that's helpful. Hold on. Yeah, it only saves modern dialogue. Tutorials. No marker. I think that's another part of the difficulty is there's no marker anymore for this quest. You know, the whole investigate dribbles part, there's nothing that gives you a lead. So this is just me constantly guessing the range of this quest. And I'm guessing it's just the circus. You know, I don't want to overthink this. But then it's like, again, this house links to something way up in Baldur's Gate. So this could link to something in Baldur's Gate. Man, what would it be? Blacksmith, ring shops, I checked. I guess there was that house early in this playthrough that had a grin insignia on the wall. Could check that. Yeah. It's just, again, the game's saying investigate the circus. So I don't think it wants you to leave. It's just, yeah, you're out of, like, my current game state is, like, out of options. Aside from fighting them, I'm not going to fight them. I don't think the game wants you to just fight them. They're not evil either, except for the person that killed Dribbles.
Here's hoping those clanking watches go the same way as Gortash.
Is that the chick that picked up the spear yesterday? But she still has it. Well, she's nuts. Props to her, like the mind flare showed up. The mind flare fight, and she like grabbed this spear and started hitting it, like going to fight him. Like, heck yeah. Mind flare. I love that she keeps it too. That's not a bad thing, but that would be a crazy deep, like, evidence cut if they want you to remark Google's ring probably 2 parts before this section, and then remember the grin insignia, and that you go by the singing lute and see the green or the grin insignia. Maybe it's not even the same symbol as the ring, it just happens to be spray painted. Wait, it wasn't right.
Like unbelievable.
of places I can even go to get potential evidence. Which I guess that's a good thing of like narrowing down to find evidence. But again, the game really is just telling you to stay around the circus. There's gonna be some like blunt. Where's Waldo? He's right there sitting on top of the mall fountain, and I just didn't see Waldo till now. I'm really trying to think of where's Waldo.
When is it my turn? Be patient, citizen.
Here it is. Wait. Yeah.
You moron. We could be fired for this.
Sure.
You like that? I guess that's not a grin.
Tell that to Gallipoli.
Live music at the Singing Lute. They sing for their supper while you eat yours.
Oh, I've been here. I just haven't been upstairs yet.
Oh, cursed to put my hands on everything.
You can open the door from on top.
Very well.
Waltzing in here, begging for a drink, I'm sure. Do it yourself.
Pitcher of beer. Yay!
Just interrupting me.
I'm not gonna break into the top level because this is
We have to go back to the counting house. What were you thinking?
Don't be a dry shade.
If I saw the exact ring insignia, that's a I haven't seen that anywhere in the game. And so I think the game really wants you to look at the ring because you can't get rid of it. It's a big quest item, right? It's trying to tell you, look at the ring. Gives you details. Smelted with a grinning face on the pan. And then you see the insignia. It's just I haven't seen that anywhere else in the game. I'll look again. I think I've talked to every blacksmith and like ring shop owner. Check the park again. I've barely been there outside of the first quest fight.
Don't you dare puke on your uniform.
I don't think the biggest quest goes to Baldur's Gate. I'm trying to brainstorm what is a blunt, obvious option I haven't done at the circus. Almost all the dialogue is gone. I guess maybe Kelsey could turn into an elemental. Maybe you could talk to the Earth Elemental lady at the circus. That could be a thing. I'll try that next. I'm ready to check this. That would be a crazy,
Fine. My big brother was here.
I mean, I guess her husband said he was good friends with Riddles, so that's a lead.
Oh yeah.
But
he killed all
I
the
didn't
bad
think
guys
about
on his
transforming.
own.
I didn't know you could transform into an elemental.
Shut up, Skip.
Like yesterday.
You're just jealous because you don't have a big brother.
I do have a big brother.
Yeah, but he's not cool or strong. My brother says yours is a loser.
Check Kelsey's transformation.
What is needed?
Oh, he's out.
Come on, Tyrella, tell us. How'd you know there was a fight here? Yes, Tyrella.
We could
My big brother was
Let's go.
here when it happened.
Yeah, I think that the Earth Elementals are only Eve now.
He killed
I think
all the
everyone
bad
else,
guys.
they are out of
Walk
that.
around. Didn't stop them running. Tamarin worked harder than they. He's still chipping away.
That was nothing like the violence I've read about. It was horrid.
What did we think of the story's ending? The book ended too soon. There was... I think next time we'll hold our meeting inside.
You killed them. Those people in the robes. How thrilling.
And what were your general feelings on the book?
A thrilling read. Gave me goose pimples.
Goose pimples are mine. Bits of the book were downright naughty.
Morgan, please! We're in public. Let's keep away from the book.
I say that, but then I'm realizing that when Halcyon talks, he untransforms. I don't think that's gonna work.
Of course.
Not seen action like that in a while.
Tell you what, city's gone down the gutter recently. All these attacks. It's no good.
One day I'll catch a break.
Probably no letter. You can check from the killer.
Stop fretting. The steel watch will put a stop.
I'll give it a shot.
Double check. Uncovered. Looks cool.
Days in a jail cell. At least we have a bet. What? Is one of those steel watchers scrapping us?
You're such a scaredy cat.
Please, in the name of the crying one, have mercy.
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting
Where
past
these
that.
letters stay locked. Tuition fees.
Do whatever it takes.
Giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in?
That's an
A
excellent
few
idea.
days in a jail
Should
cell.
go straight to the
At
source.
least we'd have a bet.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. You're the one who took a beating.
Jimmy, you're scary.
When did you realize the Red Caps had escaped?
Paramidius. One of us is lying over us. The lads have come for our homes, jobs, everywhere.
Let's have.
The air is ripe with magic.
We do this right. You have. They'll run for the damn hill. Working in your circus.
Oh, yes. Paraligius and
Can I come on patrol with you later?
Not a chance.
This elemental can't talk to people. Well, let's see if it can talk to the one here. Yeah, so that doesn't work.
Get your shiny.
Remind them that this is ours. Best be on my way.
Where's Waldo?
I've seen dribbles at show 1,000. Doppelgangers have there's no lead of like where they came from. Presses all around there.
I should speak up.
Little remains of the person this skeleton once was.
At the ready.
Hello again, my vicious...
On my way.
Get your shinies and Tritos.
It's been an age since your last break, my darling.
Every sale, Papa 30. 30. Papa sells good things.
Yeah, I don't think it goes out to the graveyard.
With silver tongue.
Oh, Mr. Hag. Miss her stink.
How about?
I am not buttering you up. You are the very best at what you do. I promise.
At the top of this tree. There's not like a keen eye spell as far as I know.
Oh, darling, don't forget that Dragonborn's order. It's due shortly.
Papa Seti!
Is someone excited to work on the handsome Dragonborn?
Do you like how much stuff this guy has?
You shall make him magnificent, my love.
When he closed down after the dribble stuff, I like how he checked the globe to get in trouble.
You look a little shell-shocked. Worry not. It's nothing a little music can't fix.
Please, enjoy the circus, which will never be the same without dribbles.
Style could break and maybe a body comes out. But it doesn't look like that, especially in this game that you can just check inventory. Where's Baldur?
We'll help. Why we get...
Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day. What do you want to know? I reckon Investigator Valeria is right. One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. They cut off his hand, sawed right through the bone.
That's similar to
I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Logan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury.
That's probably late.
Please, leave me be. I've got an awful lot to get done.
Yeah, so this chest here. This is definitely, that was a big lead. She thinks it's one of the refugees. Yeah, I bet it's the same person that dribbles, especially when his hand was cut off. So that's definitely the game saying look a little bit outside of this.
I'm fine.
Church
You're the
here.
one who took a beating.
I survived.
Steel watch would put a stop to them.
Make things worse.
Those machines control the circle again. As soon as the fighting starts, you said you'd do whatever it takes.
Third time.
It was before I saw the giant metal monsters, God.
They wasn't thinking. Starving folk tend not to. We got here first.
Can't give up now.
We'd have had plenty for everyone.
Sylvanus' blessings.
Very well.
Have you found some place we can wash our clothes in?
What will we wear while we're washing them? We only got away with what we have on.
These clothes make me itch. That's a bigger issue than my
Certainly.
dear. I got you! I'm busy.
With farms. What are we gonna do in the city?
Pretty sure they'll need labourers to shore up the walls.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. Oh, you poor, naive soul. Let me tell you a story. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum.
Imagine upending someone's life in the name of bureaucracy. People are out of touch here.
I should be loins deep in Chares's caress by now, not waddling about in filth. Piss off, would you? I've got
he's a
some
nice
papers
guy.
left to file to get in. Apparently.
Definitely entitled.
Bloody bleeding bureaucrats.
Again, someone's suspicious like him or her. I've looked through the stuff while this guy. I'm not this feeling of I guess we can.
So many
I haven't checked this.
Here we are, Griselda.
Let me check who has the highest dexterity. 11, 14. 14.
Hey, Scotty.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Action looks the action. Onward.
Myself once he's healed. Then I guess you better get well. And see.
It will happen. Whatever's behind that lock, it's being watched closely.
Kelsey
Lunch is a piece of good meal. I know, but we need to get into the city. I heard Althea, mate. We can't leave Crunch behind, though.
Proceeding.
What to do? Never wanted the easy path.
We got to branch into the city.
I got you.
Oh, this argument's on.
I took you for one of them for a moment. The refugees, that is. You're a recent arrival for sure, still bearing dust from the road. But you have something they lack. Dignity. These wretches have nowhere to call home, nothing to live off but what they carry, and nobody to help them but themselves. And me, of course. Me? I lighten their load. You'd be shocked by the sort of things they bring with them. Gold and jewels, they can't easily exchange. Heirlooms, rarities, sentimental items, even cremation urns. Alas, you can't eat grandmother's ashes, nor can you easily trade a golden candelabra for a bowl of soup. That is where I come in. Liquidity. Their heirlooms for my gold. There is an enterprise within the city that I help to support. I know I said I wasn't given to charity, but this place is dear to my heart. I'd tell you more, but they value discretion above all, as do I.
Let's see. Persuasion isn't just about gold for you, is it? There's more. There's more of this that you're letting on.
You're like a dog with a bone, aren't you? Perhaps you are cannier than I first gave credit to be. I have some very special wares reserved for exclusive clientele. But I think you've earned a peek.
That's it? You're just a merchant?
Just a merchant. At least look at what's on offer before you embarrass yourself.
Not a nice guy, that's for sure. Yeah, he doesn't have any Tribbles the Clown items. Interesting dialogue after the shop, or the shopping process is done. These wares are too exotic to have been purchased from refugees. Surely, who's your supplier?
Trade secrets. But I can guarantee you that nothing I have to offer was stolen. It was all given happily and willingly. Every last item.
Yeah, yes,
Don't pay me any mind now. I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets fed.
There you go.
Talk to Nesta, would you?
Too slow! You're it! Giant catch Shit! It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to.
I know. Can't talk. Sorry. The little one needs all of my attention.
We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
Nearly there now. You see the city? Up on the hill.
Involving a child's fingers.
They attacked a child. You should have killed the little monsters.
They were provoked. The child was poking and prodding them while the missing redcaps will find a stray cat.
How many red caps? The Absolute Army.
Stay strong and stay
Think actual beds, pillows.
Thought we get something steady here, but no coin is worth it. Not with the Absolute breathing down our necks.
This rumor mill's going mad. These murderous monsters. If you've ever considered bathing in the Chiontha, don't. I tried it once and came out dirtier than I was when I went in.
Off with you. I've got bags to pack and blades to sharpen.
I wish I could have spent more time perusing the shops. But alas, it is time to move on. Such is the life of a daring adventurer.
You want to see the Triad? What a Ginny!
How do you feel about Neverwing?
But you heard Baldur's Gate was safe, right? Well, it's a bloody lie. They've banned refugees from the city as if we're the problem.
If you're looking to enter the city, hope your pockets are loaded. Bastards are charging a fortune.
Why do you work for the guild? Give them a piece of your mind and pieces of your... Hey, don't be fussing over me. I get plenty of that from my wife.
Keep your gold close and your wits about you. This whole situation stinks. Guild robbers are usually decent enough. They take your gold, but they leave you with it.
We loved Father Logan as you did. We would never hurt him. We had nothing to do with his death. But I wasn't having that's one job. Deliver my poles. So do it.
Steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
Why don't you take your complaints to them?
Scaredy cat.
You know, that's an excellent idea. We should go straight to the source.
You couldn't give us a bit of space, could you? We don't get much time alone together.
Please, we're not looking for a third wheel. Not today, at least.
never hurt him. We had nothing to do with his death. We swear it. I'm Suong.
Watch your step inside the temple. One of the priests got cut to ribbons and they're looking for someone to blame.
Tell them that Father Logan was nice to us and that we didn't do anything, we swear!
If you're hungry, you can wait with us. A priest might come out with some scraps if we're lucky. He won't help us, at least let the children in.
May Ilmater guide your footfalls, stranger.
Who would know if not us? To claim to know the Lord's will is blasphemy.
If you're looking for a handout...
No.
Times may be hard, but the god on the...
Let's see...
Walk through the door. Run to the door. Alright, let's recheck this cellar.
Something good here, I hope.
Here lies Flintster Sunseeker, born 1400 DR, died 1456 DR. Here lies Sister Shira Clarwin, date of birth unknown, died 1491 DR. Here lies Reloric Windbane, born 1399 DR, died 1486 DR. Here lies Satida Atana, born 1411 DR, died 1485 DR.
few things alluding to talking to Nestor. I keep thinking that he might be one of the Flaming Fist guards that isn't a fan of
Can't
Hero
keep
right
me
now.
out.
We had the explosions go off while she was disguised in her Panther mode. Necrotic was nice. Sad that Father Logan and Dribbles died. I think their murder is new.
Anything of use?
This is another doppelganger. I think this area is linked to it, so perhaps I missed something here. We got about 10 minutes, so I'll check here. If we don't find anything that's okay, I'll be playing this tomorrow at the same time. Definitely the hardest quest. It's not a bad thing. I think the game is wanting me to link Father Logan and Dribble's murders. They were both killed by having their hands cut off. Or in the red. Oh! That's big.
A colourful torso. Torn and butchered. Hello, Dribbles.
Alright. So what is the game Okay, so they're probably all around here. I missed that. Spoiled tart is still camp supplies. That's nuts. Rotten blue hedge cheese. Yeah. to the. I mean, before I end the stream, I'll definitely go talk to the ringleader again. See if there's more dialogue. But once I re-looked at Father Logan and it showed that his hand was cut off, that's where I started to put the links together. Yeah, it is good gameplay-wise to have the church right next to the circus. I think what's tough is the game tells you to explore the circus, but there was just so much repeated dialogue, not in a bad way, but you know, I started to reach low to no options now, like things to explore and new dialogue to get, which can be its own way of the game trying to get you to go somewhere else.
Looks empty.
Bring this piece of clothes to the game. We don't find anything else here. And if the ringleader doesn't say anything, that's okay. I mean, this is a pretty good spot to get a lead in. I wonder what else is missing of him. Let me check the piece of clothing, actually. Because the ring gave details. Okay, so that's not much. That's pretty awful. Jeez, that's like one of the most graphic things in this game. Alright, let's go talk to the ringleader.
Hear me. Rocks for brains. Jerez's caress also has roots.
The Absolute's army will be here any day now.
Eye color, hairstyle, accent, anything.
I barely know there were babies left to eat, let alone buy papers to enter the city.
How are we fixed on supplies? Sound off.
Got cookbooks and books from Dagman's dancing.
When's it gonna stop? Why were these particular red cats caged?
Hello again, my vicious little.
Oh, nothing. Okay. So, I'll end the stream here, but I guess we will continue in that cave area. There's probably one more piece of evidence. The quest got updated. Let me check that one last time, and then we'll end. Our dribbles has been used to create a gruesome art piece. We should continue searching for his body parts. Alrighty, I will be back in 2 hours for Morrowind and then some TF2 Pyro Practice. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys soon. Adios.